Hi, welcome to another episode of Calling Shenanigans. Today I'm going to show you how to make red velvet cake mix donuts. So you're obviously going to need some red velvet cake mix, some sprinkles, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, 3 tablespoons of milk, and 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and also 1 cup of water. So you also need one of these nifty pans that allows you to bake the donuts, and I'll put a link to it below to the one I used. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees to start, and then you're going to begin to combine all of your ingredients. So add your cake mix right to your mixer. Obviously you can use a hand mixer. I'm using a standing mixer, it's a little easier. You'll need 1 egg, your 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and then your 1 cup of water. So you notice you don't follow the instructions on the box. You're going to just add those ingredients themselves because that'll make it the more donut-like texture. Once you've added all of those ingredients, you're going to start mixing. So let it mix until it's about smooth, and then you're going to find some sort of Tupperware container that you can use to support your a Ziploc bag, and this will allow you to actually put the batter into the bag. This is kind of a hack that I use. And then you pour the batter in the bag, and this is what you're going to use to pipe the batter into the pan itself. So you kind of want a small container so that it can fold over the edge and it'll really stay stable that way. So once it's full, you'll be done with that portion, and now you need to make sure that you spray your pan. So the key to this is spray it really well with some non-stick cooking spray, because you really don't want that to stick to your pan on the way out. So now that that's all done, you can start piping your batter into the pan. So just snip off a corner of the Ziploc bag and pipe around the edge. Now make sure not to put too much, because if you put too much batter, it'll actually rise above the center and then you won't have a hole in your donut, and you don't want that. So you can see I'm kind of going back and forth, filling it. I would say about halfway, a little less than half, and that should do it. So now that they're all filled, you can put it in there, and you're going to set your timer for 8 minutes. And you'll see they're all done here. And you'll pull them out and use a knife once it's cooled off a little bit to take it out. And they should come right out if you greased it enough. Now, while they're cooling, grab your butter and melt it in the microwave. So that was your tablespoon of butter. And now start adding your powdered sugar to it. So it's going to be a total of about 1.5 cups, but slowly add it to it and mix it until it becomes a thinner consistency. So you'll see here I started mixing it. Using a whisk is better. This is just a weird kind of shaped whisk, but it is a whisk. And so you start mixing it, you'll notice that it'll take a little bit before it starts to combine. So that's where you add your 3 tablespoons of milk. So you kind of just keep adding the ingredients over time. So the powdered sugar, then you can add some milk, and then powdered sugar, more milk, until you have a nice thin consistency. After that, you're going to dip your donuts in there. I don't do this, but I dropped that one, which was a mistake. Whoops. It still tasted good though. So be careful you don't do that, but it still tasted good. So that's all that matters. So once you're done dipping the top in there, put them on a rack so that the rest of the drippings can kind of fall off to the side. So you'll notice I used a cooling rack, and I put a pan on the bottom to catch all of the drippings. After that, you're going to add your sprinkles, the fun part. So since these are for Valentine's Day, I just used some Wilton Valentine's Day sprinkles, and I'll put a link below to those as well. And they turned out so cute, and they tasted even better than I thought I did. And this is actually an adaptation from a recipe that I found on Jennifer Meyring's blog, and but she did it with regular cake mix. So I was really happy to see that this ended up working out with red velvet, because who doesn't love red velvet cake mix? And I actually have done these with different flavors. You'll notice on my other blog for Christmas, I dyed them red and green, and it was really, really cute, and they were a big hit for my Christmas party. So hopefully I can do a video for those later on. But now that you're all done, you just let them dry a little bit, and they're great because you can transport them. They're great for parties, and they're really impressive. Everyone always thinks I bought them when I make them. So, and you just need a box cake mix, so that's awesome. I hope you have a very happy Valentine's Day, and feel free to make these any time of year. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and you can check out some of my other videos here, like my Jello aquariums and marshmallow flower cupcakes.